Hi and welcome to another edition of Onside, and I'm pleased to announce that we've got Neil Tovey, who's joined us on our panel this week, international footballing star. Those of you remember him as a player standing with Mandela holding up the trophy when we won the African Cup of Nations. Also Sundowns, he took them to the league title when he managed, and he won 5 league titles as a player, better than Budge and I put together. Neil, thanks very much for coming in.
Yeah, great to be here.
Good. Budge, we've got our old Mark back with us.
No doubt.
Heart and lungs. Funny enough, all three of us midfielders. Neil went to centre half because he got tired. But let's get into what's been happening around the world. Obviously, we started off with the bad news, and that is the Chapecoense, if I've said it right, air crash that happened this week. And Budge, tragic.
Yeah, terrible, you know. Ran out of fuel, reportedly. Yeah.
Was that what it was? Fuel?
Yeah, going to the first leg of the Copa Sudamericana, which is the Europa League equivalent.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it crashed, yeah.
Oh, that is terrible. I did hear a bit about the reserve keeper is alive, but they had to cut his leg off, you know. So, yeah,
terrible.
Terrible, Neil.
Yeah, it's tragic. You know, they just come through the divisions so nicely over the years, and now tragedy obviously have to rebuild again, you know. And
what I'm pleased to say that they're not going to be relegated for 3 seasons, Budge.
That's what all the Brazilian clubs want, which is only right.
Only right. So if you finish second last and they last, you're going down.
Well, there's 4 teams that get promoted and relegated in Brazil.
Okay, so it's a big bonus for them. And Neil not going down for 3 years. The opponents, Colombia Atletico Medellin, they gave them the trophy.
Well, they've offered to concede the trophy. Yeah,
that's a wonderful gesture. It's one thing I've seen over the years, Neil, and I've seen it in horse racing, but in football too, people come together.
They come together, yeah. Even some of the clubs are offering them players, you know, just to help them initially get the season, so the season can continue.
Yeah, that's right. They've got to play games in that.
Play games.
An absolute tragedy. Now, is this good news or bad news? Gareth Southgate's got the England job. What's your call?
Look, I think, you know, they've been looking over the whole, you know, around the world for coaches, want to look close to home first.
Yeah.
And he's been with the build-up of through the younger players.
He knows the structures.
He knows the structures and the younger players, and so obviously.
But he's unbeaten as an interim coach.
Yeah, he's done well. There's no one else.
Contact penalties.
Well, shame. Another kid, Gerard or Carragher. But still one hold that against him. But he's the logical choice for me.
Is he the logical choice? Yeah. And let's hope he does it, because they flatter to deceive, don't they, Neil?
They do, and when they've got a World Cup qualifiers to get through, and you know that's very important. And so I think rather somebody that's been in those structures to help.
You keeping Rooney as captain?
Well,
he dropped him for the last game, and he brought in.
Well, that'll be his big test.
That'll be his big test, whether he keeps Rooney as captain. Now he's got the reins. Okay, and then other things. Your man Mourinho suspended again. What's the story?
Well, one match which he served last night, £16,000 fine.
Wow, it's a lot of money.
Well, he's on 200 not a week, so it's not pinch of salt to him.
Gee, you fined £50,000 once before for comments about a ref.
Well, what happened before the Liverpool United game? They asked him about the referee, who's a Liverpool-born referee, and he said he's got no problem with him, but it's a lot of pressure on the referee.
And they fined him.
And they fined him for that.
They're sensitive, eh?
Yeah.
And Neil's very sensitive.
Yeah, the comments. As a manager, you just got to stay away from that.
You just don't comment.
Just comment, because it's going to come back and bite you.
Yeah, you must have known when you were managing us. It's a hell of a thing. Just while we touch on that, Shakes, going, staying, what's the story?
Look, I haven't been in the office for weeks now, and you know it wasn't really good what he did in the gesture up to the president and that. But that's got to go through the normal channels and normal process of because he's suspended now.
Yeah.
So it's got to go through those normal
processes. But I believe early December they're making a call. Is that accurate?
1st of December. So
1st of December, okay. Yeah. And then we got the El Clasico coming up, and Barcelona, Real Madrid. Both teams, more so Barcelona, have looked a bit shaky. What do you think, Butch?
Well, I watched them Sunday night against Real Sociedad. I've never seen a Mad played like that, ever. Amazing. You know, what worried me for them was the left-back, Alaba, was injured. Piqué was limping. Busquets was limping around. And those are key players to them.
Key players, yeah.
Yeah, they say Iniesta's coming back, but he hasn't played for a few weeks. So how effective he'll be, I don't know.
And Real Madrid, they've lost Bale, but they're ticking over, Neil.
Yeah, they're really on top of the game at the moment. Yeah, they had a good win in the
Let's quickly touch on what happened last night, or the last couple of nights, just for those of you trying to keep up. The English League Cup, It's one of the cups that boys try and win, but Hull beat Newcastle on penalties after being 1-1. Liverpool beat Leeds United 2-0. They keep going. Man United, I'm going to ask you guys that. They thumped West Ham.
For once, we finished.
You were 1-1, I believe.
Yeah, 1-0. The keeper tossed one in, missed. Yeah. But yeah, deserved winners, Paul.
So your team won and your team lost.
Yeah,
Arsenal, 10 changes?
Yeah, 10 changes. That's why I think, Wenger, I think he's looking at other angles this this season.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Neil is a supporter of Arsenal, as is Goodman. But the semi-final draw is Man United versus Hull City. I think Man United will be too strong for them. And Liverpool, Southampton, is it one off? I don't know.
No, it's two-legged.
Two-legged. So they've got a chance, Southampton, against Liverpool.